Assalamu alaikum and welcome all. I hope that you will be happy and enjoying a healthy life. Viewers, today I am going to share with you my way of preparing compost at home. I would say it's the most easiest and laziest way because in this we don't have to do much. We'll just pour in the ingredients and then let the nature do its part. This method would suit to all those who are lazy bees like me or who are not in hurry to get the good results. Basically, viewers, there are many types of composts which can be prepared at home easily. But in today's video, we will only talk about kitchen waste compost and leaf compost. Then in next video, inshallah, I will show you how can you make compost out of animal waste, especially the use of cow dung, which is even requested by one of my viewers also. So before starting the method, let me make it clear that even if you have a small garden or a balcony, you can make your own compost easily using any size or shape of pot. What you just need to consider would be its depth, and the depth again would depend upon your requirement, that if you need to make more compost, then the pot's depth should be more. Okay, but I would suggest you to always start with less. What I mean is to reuse any medium sized old pot or basket or bucket or box as an experiment, and if it works well for you, then at any point you can shift it to a bigger one. But remember that whatever container you decide to use for composting, it must have a few holes, a few small holes at its base for some ventilation. Actually, I also started with a small square thermocol box by making a few holes at its base. Then, next season, shifted it to an old 20-liter bucket, which got a big crack at its base, so it was fit to serve the purpose. I recycled it. And by gradually increasing the capacity, now I'm using this corner as a proper compost pit. On the left side, I am preparing the leaf compost, which you will see later in this video. And here is my kitchen compost in process. And to cover this, I used old chipboard pieces, and to protect the chipboard from water, I have reused the plastic bags which comes with the potting mix, and then finally covered it with a thick plastic sheet which serves as an extra protective layer. It's basically just one time hassle. Once the place or pot is ready, then it would be easy and you can be lazy. This compost pit is almost 30 by 30 by 30 inches. It was too big, so I have divided it into two halves using a layer of bricks, which you can see is covered with the white plastic, again with the plastic bag to restrict the water flow. And you know, I have built these pits by myself last year, so no labor cost was involved. Even we have just spent 10 dirhams on cement, so overall it was a very low budget project. I have used this shady corner of my garden because it was not much useful for plantation, so I turned it into a compost corner. But one half of it I'm still using for plantation, as here I am experimenting with this sugar cane. If it will do well, then I will share its complete video with you. For now, let's come back to our topic. So here is how I make compost. I just open this pit once a week and throw everything in and cover it again. That's all. You can see that what was poured in last week is already decomposed 50% almost. I actually don't shuffle it at all, but now I'm doing it just to show you that no matter how much big pieces you throw in, they will automatically decompose. And you can see the condition that moisture is also very well maintained naturally. I mean, it's neither completely dry nor soggy, and this is how it should be. Now what I do is I reuse these 1 kg yogurt containers to collect kitchen waste. One container takes maximum 2 days to be filled, and once filled, I tightly close its lid, and keep it out in the garden area. Okay. After a week, when 3 to 4 containers are full, then I come out in my garden area and dump them into the compost pit, as I'm doing it now. Trust me, I just feel its smell when I open these yogurt containers here to pour it into the compost pit. Otherwise, before and after, there is no smell even around the compost pit if you properly keep it covered and closed. And secondly, avoid throwing in dairy products that will make your compost stingy also. When it comes to composting, I just use the veggies and fruit peels plus eggshells, but the washed ones, because unwashed eggshells will invite insects, so avoid them. Sometimes, or you can say rarely, if I get time, I chop the peels into smaller chunks before throwing them into the compost. Otherwise, I just directly put them as it is. Now here I have a bunch of drying roses, so I will throw that in also. You can add the garden waste also, but I don't do that with the kitchen compost normally. Now I have some fruit peels which I have chopped like a good girl just to show you. Otherwise, as I told you, I don't bother much about it, chopping. But yes, I am not denying the fact that if you chop everything before putting it into the compost, then definitely the decomposition will be faster and your compost can get ready in less time. Otherwise, as I do, it takes around 5 to 6 months, 3 months to fill this pit and other 3 months to let it sit and decompose properly. After putting in everything, I always try to spread a thin layer of sand over it. This actually helps to absorb the extra moisture in the compost. Otherwise, our compost will be more soggy, and then we can expect more smell, mosquitoes, and vinegar flies in our garden. Another thing I do is I usually try to prepare compost during summer season, because I believe in winter the compost stays more wet and this makes it stingy and attracts more mosquitoes. Okay, I have used one container full of local sand. You can use 1 or 2 containers of soil or sand, whatever is easily available to you. This is just to make a thin layer for moisture control. I started filling this pit in May. So, May, June, and July, from last 3 months, I'm filling it, and it kept on sinking because the lower layers are decomposing. This is the last layer I'm making today. I will close it and then I will reshuffle it once a month only for next 3 months. Means 3 times I will shuffle it, and by end of October it would be ready for use, inshallah. Okay, finally we have to add a layer of carbon. I'm reusing these paper cuttings which came in a fruit box as a packing. I will use a thick layer of this one to cover the compost properly. Don't worry, this will also decompose. If you want, you can use cardboard also instead of these papers. Or better, if you will use dried leaves or dried garden waste. It's just to add carbon, because the best compost is a good combination of nitrogen and carbon. Actually, our wet waste is a nitrogen source and our dry waste is the source of carbon. People usually sprinkle water over the last layer, but I don't, because I believe that our wet waste had enough water in it. So adding more water will make the compost soggy. I will just cover it now properly and will open it next month. I will shuffle it and see if required, then I will sprinkle some water in it. Otherwise, no need. Viewers, please don't go for this dirty cover. Actually, I kept some pots on it, so they left this rust mark here, and it is nearly impossible to get rid of it now. But anyway, now I will show you that how our end product would look like. And that's how it will look like. This is my last year's compost. Last year I added more sand content, almost 2 to 3 containers with each layer. but this year I'm using just one container with each layer because sand makes the compost heavy. And this black portion what you see is the kitchen waste, which is nicely decomposed. Okay, now let's talk about the leaf compost, which is almost ready in there, and you would have seen in my previous videos that in this pit I have filled dried mango leaves. After the hard pruning of my 10 years old mango tree in last September or October somewhere, I think. And then I have added some water in it and covered it. After that, I used to add 1 to 2 liters water in the pit, you can say every 2 months, but without opening its cover. So when I removed its cover in April, means after 6 months, this was the condition. The upper layer was dry and not completely decomposed, but under that it was nicely done and moist black gold. So I shuffled it and left it for some more time. Now you can see the condition. It's properly decomposed now, and by crushing it a little bit we can turn it into powder form. Let me tell you that amongst all composts, leaf compost is the most lightest one and the balanced one as far as the pH is concerned. So if it is used in more quantity in the soil mix, it never harms the plant. And viewers, you can see that in starting I have filled this pit up to the edge, but after proper decomposition only 1/3 is left in there. So from this you can get a better idea that how many leaves can give you how much end product. And see, in this form we get it from the market in bags, right? I will also fill it in an empty bag and spray some water to retain the moisture, which is very important. As I can feel that it is too dry, so I will sprinkle good amount of water on it to maintain the moisture level in the compost. So I hope that by now it will be easy for you to decide that which compost you want to prepare and how much you want to prepare them, and then accordingly you can select a pot or a place for that. But don't forget to comment and tell if you find this way easy or not. Thanks for watching the video. I will see you next time with another video. Till then, take good care of yourself. Stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.